Writing on writer's block. Haven't slept in days, they wanna put me in a psycho watch.
Welcome back to episode 2 of Writer's Block. This is where I document the journey of writing my first book. And today I'm talking about how I get through a writer's block, just something that if you don't have this in place, you will not write your book, plain and simple. And I've had to come back to this thought repeatedly to get through moments of doubt. I have to tell myself to keep it simple, stupid. I heard this from a detective or something on some YouTube video or documentary or podcast, but she said, keep it simple, stupid. K.I.S S, K-I-S-S. And the reason you have to do this is there is an overwhelming amount of information you could find on how to go about writing your book from writers who have written many books. The thing that I come back to, though, is that this is the first ever book I've ever written. So it doesn't need to be perfect. And I've read enough books and written enough that even though I'll go down these paths of doubt and unknown, I always come back to a place of comfort knowing that I am the type of writer I need to be to continue. And at the end of the day, all of your favorite books that you could read, whatever they are, this is poetry, but whatever your favorite books are, most of the time, people who wrote them were not thinking of all these literary techniques as they were writing them. And if they were, the text comes off as overly academic and boring, quite frankly. So I try to avoid falling into, I need to do this. What point of view do I need? What plot should I find? And at the end of the day, your first book is your first book. You cannot make stuff for other people. You have to just keep it simple and stupid and just write a book. At least that's what I have to come back to when I get stuck and think, how's this going to play out? How should I do this? Am I saying this word too much? Am I coming off too complex? I really think that the first book should be terrible. That's how I approached my YouTube, at least. I didn't care for a while if my videos were good, and I've actually brought myself back to that thought process of it doesn't matter if the video is good or not. That's one thing that I want to get across is I've heard it said, imperfect action beats perfect inaction. That's kind of a business term, but at the same time, you can't create while striving for perfection or striving for an approval of a certain type of person. As I write, I'll find myself thinking, well, what would this person think of the book when they read it? It's a stupid thought to have, and it needs to be as if only read by you. But I'm gonna self-publish this. That's a whole nother thing. I have been thinking, how does publishing work? Why am I thinking about that? I'm writing the book right now. I will figure that out when I need to publish the book. It can't be that hard. People publish books all the time. But I found myself asking around, who do you know that's published a book? Or looking into it. You got to keep it simple and stupid and just write the damn book. Yes, I'm talking about a book, but whatever the thing is you're doing, this could be applied. As I've been writing, I've been thinking about other books that I want to write. And I'm relearning this lesson of the beauty of doing something new and thinking about the future creations where this book must be created for other books in the future to be made. This book must be bad or I must be willing to make this book bad for other books to be good. It's this necessary learning experience. And sure, my first book can be good. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to hide behind, I'm going to write a terrible book, and that's okay. But at the same time, I cannot have the goal of writing a prize-winning book as the goal. And further, I look at certain books and I think, there's not much to this, yet it's a bestseller. I think about Mel Robbins, I think is her name, and she has this book called and no, I'm not trying to throw shade, but the best sellers are always the least literary and the least impressive from a literature standpoint. It's not like they're written in complex, beautiful, elegant English like a poem. They're just written by regular people without these confines that people shy away from. And that's at least to appeal to the biggest audience. But again, that's drifting. A lot of the times, and I write every day, a lot of the times when I put my pen to paper, I have the goal of just following whatever comes out. Even in my previous writing format where I more or less write essays that are anywhere from 300 to 500, sometimes 1,000 words. I was more an essayist. But in that format, I just followed a thought. And a book is really the same thing. It's very simple. Follow the thought that comes to you when you sit down. And I'm not the type of person that has a plot planned out. What's been fun is I get more excited about the book the more I write. I've written about, I'm on page 23 of it's basically a full-size notebook. So each page, on average, has about 200 to 300 words. And so every day I'll write about, 500 words, and sometimes less. Sometimes I only get a paragraph. But again, keep it simple, stupid. That's what I always come back to, and that's the only way a book can be written, especially the first book. I was listening to a podcast with Joseph Wynn. He wrote a book called Don't Believe Everything You Think. I bought the book in Barnes & Noble just because it had a very cool cover and it was in the best-selling section. And I bought it for my mom, and it's probably 90 pages. It's written in English you would use in a text to your friend. Super easy to read. People love it. And he said that he wrote the book in a month and a half, published by himself, didn't even care if people read it. I was listening to Roppy Kaur. She's a poet, 4.2 million followers on Instagram. Popped off when she was 21 years old. Her professor told her that nobody was going to read her poetry. She published it. People loved it. It's this carelessness that you must proceed with, keep it simple, stupid, that makes the creation by itself possible, let alone success and acclaim that may come with the creation. So you got to keep it simple, stupid. At least I do. I'm just talking to myself. And I hope this may be helpful, maybe not. I don't know. But it's simple. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.